Welcome to Game 3 of the Season 90 World Series between Shimakaze and Bombers. The series now shifts to Seattle as Shimakaze takes home field advantage after that stunning victory in Game 2. So the starting lineup for Bombers, Salcido's up first with Emery up second, Don Farley's at second base, and Gaspar Ledesma is batting cleanup, followed by Dean Linares, Luis Herman, and Ray pitcher. Manny Matos at first, and Pops Miramontes, who was absolutely hot yesterday for Bombers, is batting ninth. And on the mound for Shimakaze today, Jaquan Kearns. 13-2 on the season, 125 strikeouts with a 3.87 ERA, so 13 wins. Very good as a starting pitcher this season. First pitch is a strike, circle change just in there. 0-1. And quickly it's 0-2 on the shortstop Mario Salcido. Popped up. No one's gonna get it. Behind the backstop. 0-2 pitch. That's a liner to left field. That's gonna drop. Gay will field it as Salcido starts the ninth with the single. Roland Emery's up next for Bombers. Lined out to the first baseman Ballesteros. Vidal, they say his name here. Fastball down and away. Ball 1. Just in there for strike 2. And pitcher's count. Farley strikes out. Second out of the inning. But that sets up Gaspar Ledesma. Couple of doubles in game 1, but was ice cold in game 2. He'll look to change things up around here. That's a foul tip in the glove of Maya. Here he goes, and Salcido rather, is tagged out second. That'll end the inning. Vidal, Noonan, and Harkins going up for Shimakaze next. On the mound for Bombers today is Miguel Salter, batting .357, ERA of .357, perfect 8-0 on the season. Curveball in there, strike 1. Vidal crushes this one to right field. Will it get caught? Oh my goodness! Emery pulls it back in and robs a home run from Vidal Ballesteros. Oh boy, what a way to start this game, as that's a liner by Noonan. It'll get to the wall. Linares fielding it, but not in time as Noonan has a stand-up double. Harkins, switch hitter, batting right this time. Line drive. Into the gap it goes. Noonan is going to score. Harkins waved for second. Ledesma throws it in, but there's no chance. Shimakaze has taken a 1-0 lead in the first. Kitana Amador is up next. Popped up. Miramontes. No chance for him. And it's quickly 0-2 now. In the dirt. Curveball. Ball 1. Another breaker misses the strike zone. That one's popped up. Miramontes says he has it, and he does. So that's 2 outs here for Tylor Jack, the hero for Shimakaze last game. Hit a game-tying home run in the 9th inning. Eventually, of course, Shimakaze would win the game 5-4, as that's a ground ball. Herman tags out Chris Harkins. That'll let retire the side. But not before Shimakaze strikes for 1 run. Ledesma, Linares, and Herman are up next for Bombers. Ledesma up again. Was that bat last inning, but of course, Mario Salcido tagged out on a steal attempt, as it's quickly 0-2. Cutter misses the strike zone. Ball 1. And the breaker misses the strike zone. The 2-2 pitch from Kearns. Now it's a full count. Ledesma loves challenging the pitcher. And he does, but that'll end up in the glove of Tylor Jack, and with Tylor Jack. First down of the inning. Line drive into up the line. It's gonna fall. Gay is gonna field it as Linares is safe at second. Quick replay here. Chased right after the first pitch with Gay no chance. And excellent base running there. Just got in before the tag. Here is the third baseman, Lewis Herman. He hit a home run in the previous game. That's a strike, but it gets by Maya. Linares goes to third as turns, just strikes out Herman. Brings up the DH, Ray Pitcher. Pitcher looking to tie this up. Changeup missed. 2-1 now. That's well hit. And it's gone! Bombers strikes back in the third. 2-1 Bombers. Was down and that was away from him, and he just managed to clear the fence there. As we now have a ball game, folks. Manny Matos is up next. Quickly 0-2 here. Kearns looking to end the inning. Misses for ball one. Ground ball. It's through the gap between first and second. Amador kind of bobbled it for a second, but no real consequence from that. As Pops stays at first. As Matos rather stays at first. Pops Gramontes batting now. Was hot yesterday in game 2. Featured a homer. And a 3-1 is a liner to left field. It'll drop. Gay is there. The inning will continue with runners on first and second for Mario Salcido. A bunt. And it's out. So the bunt attempt will fail as it was on 2 outs. So, but not before. Ray Pitcher. 2-run home run for Bombers. And they now have a 2-1 lead here. Here is Rafael Maya. Changeup just in there. Strike one. Line drive through the gap in second base. But Desma fields it, and that's a base hit for Rafael Maya. Maya's going for second. That will... Oh, what a catch! Emery manages to catch it. He doubles up Maya at first. Unbelievable hustle right there from Roland Emery. As that's popped up. Almanza pops up to Salcido to end the inning. Frustrating inning here for Shimakaze. And here is Emery. Had that remarkable catch previous inning. Liner, center field. But it's popped up enough for Almanza, who retires him for out number 1. Here is Dom Farley. Popped up behind the backstop. Fastball just misses, and it's a 1-1 count. Strike 2. Pitcher's count. Here's Kearns. Changeup. Up in the zone, but doesn't get the call, so it's a even 2-2. Ground ball, and it just misses going fair. Changeup fooled him right there. That's another strikeout for Kearns. But Desma. Ground ball to Harkins. He throws to first, and this side is retired. On to the bottom of the third we go. 2-1. Leading off the inning is Josh Gay. Was injured most of the season, managed to show in a few appearances in October, but he chases the first pitch and it's retired. And a pop up for Farley, and that'll bring up Vidal. Vidal, curveball misses. 2-0 now. Salter. Ground ball right into the glove of Manny Matos. And there are 2 gone here. Alec Noonan's up next. Ripped a double in his previous at-bat. Eventually scored, giving Shimakaze the first run of the game in the first. As it's quickly 2-0 here. Another liner to left. That'll drop for a base hit. Here's Harkins. First pitch, he pops up. And pops Miramontes, recovers it. And on to the 4th we go. For Dean Linares, Lewis Herman, and Ronaldo Pitcher. Due up for Bombers. Kearns, first pitch of the 4th. Misses for ball 1. That's popped up to center field. Almanza is going to wave under it, and he catches it for out number 1. Lewis Herman is up next. Very good in game 1. Had a homer. Struck the first 2 runs of this World Series with a 2-run homer in game 1. But was not as hot. And he strikes out. Another strikeout for Kearns. And here is Ray Pitcher. He hit a home run in his last at-bat in the 2nd. Gave Bombers this 2-1 lead. The 1 pitch. Ground ball. Through the gap. Jack's not going to get it. As Almanza is ranging over to get it. Here comes Pitcher for second. And he changes his mind and manages to get back at first. Matos is up next. Fastball is right down the middle but doesn't bite. Strike 1. Popped up. Foul territory. Vidal under it. That'll do it. Top half of the 4th is over. On to the bottom half. Gutana Amador, Tylor Jack, and Rafael Maya are next. Here is Gutana Amador. Popped up in foul territory his previous at-bat. There's a pop-up down the right field line. Onto the warning track, but will not clear the ballpark. Salter pitching well here in the groove. 0-1 pitch. Jack doesn't bite. Another change up down there. 2-1 now. Fools him with the curveball. Strike 2. Salter misses, and it's a full count now. Ground ball short. Salcido, and he gets out number 2. Here is Rafael Maya. Slider on the outside corner. Called strike. It's a line drive to left field, but into the glove of Dean Linares. So that'll end the 4th. On to the 5th we go. Pops Miramontes, Mario Salcido, and Roland Emery up next. Change up in there for strike 1. Kearns in the dirt for ball 1. It's even at 1. Cutter just in there for strike 2. Popped up, foul territory. Maya won't get it as it sails into the stands behind the backstop. 1-2 pitch again. Ground ball. Jack throws to first. He's out for out number 1. Salcido, born in Puerto Rico, went to San Juan University and managed to track enough scouts. And it's lined to Newton. behind the back and catches it. Oh. The reflexes needed to catch these. Unbelievable. That's a cutter just in there. Strike one. Emery drops in for a base hit. And that'll extend the inning for another batter in Dom Farley. Farley grew up in Maine. Came down to Florida, and where he starred there, and there's a quick 1-2-3 at bat for Kearns. Strikes out Farley. And on to the bottom half of the fifth we go for Piro Garica, Sal Almanza, and Josh Gay. Who up for Shimakaze.
Number 12, Garcia.
Popped up to right field and will not drop. As Emery's right there.
Number 16, Almanza.
Sal Almanza's up next. Curveball just in there. Strike one. Salter. Fastball way in front of that one. And it's quickly 0-2 now. Salter misses the strike zone. Strike three. And Salter is absolutely dominating Shimakaze right now. Here is Josh Gay. The 0-1 pitch is down and in. Ball one. Down and in again. Ball two. Salter. Ground ball. But it's foul. Wade foul. The count is even. 2-2 pitch. And now it's a full count now with 2 out. Here is Gay trying to get his first hit. That ball is popped up. And Salter gets it in a groove right now as we go to the 6th. Ledesma Linares Herman up next for Bombers.
Number 24, Ledesma.
Kearns. First pitch of the inning is a cutter. In there for strike one. That is lined up down the left field line, but it's obviously down. So it's an 0-2 pitch for Kearns. Changeup misses the strike zone. And it's 1-2 now. Other curveball trying to pitch around Ledesma right here. Kearns gets the outside corner called. Strike three.
21, Linden.
Dean Linares is up next. Hit a double. Hit a double in his first at bat, but lined out. The ground ball. Jack is range. Got him.
Number
2 gone in the 6th. And that brings up Lewis Herman. Another ground ball to short. Jack throws to first, and he's out. That retires the top half. Onto the bottom half of the 6th we go. Vidal, Noonan, and Harkins up next for Shimakaze.
Number 2, Alderus.
Slider in there for strike one. Vidal trying to end Shimakaze's slump right here. Salter has been dominating them for the past 4 innings now. Two-one pitch. Misses. And it's 3-1 count. Vidal crushes this one to center field. Forget about it. Ledesma looks up and gone. Vidal Ballesteros in back-to-back games has tied it 2-2 with a solo shot. He did it in Cincinnati last game. He does it here in Seattle. Here is Alec Noonan. A base hit in his first at bat. It's called out in the second. Now there's a ground ball to Salcido. And that'll be out number 1.
Number 3, Harden.
Chris Harkins is up next. Trying to get used to batting right here As the past 2 games, he was batting left. Obviously, for us a platoon advantage. Harkins, one of the youngest players on the starting lineup, grounded to the second baseman Farley. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Amador is up next. Curveball just in there for strike 1. Fastball misses for ball 1. It's even, 1-1. Popped up. Pops Miramontes. Has got it. And the 6th is over. On to the 7th we go. Pitcher Matos and Miramontes up for Bombers. Great pitcher. Hit a 2-run homer. Gave Bombers a 2-1 lead in the 2nd. As Kearns forces a ground out here. Harkins throws to first, and that'll do it. Manny Matos is up next. Grounded, still called foul. 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. It's even at 1. Kearns forces a pop out here, it looks like. And Gay ranges over. Makes the routine catch. Pops. Miramontes is up next. Fastball. High and in, but he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. That ball is crushed. Right field. Did he get enough of it? Gone! Pops Miramontes has given Bombers a lead. Back-to-back homer games for Pops Miramontes. That was high and in. Didn't need to get enough of it because of Kearns' velocity. And man, he just crushed that. Salcido trying to extend Bombers' lead here. As the changeup is low for ball 1. Other changeup fooled him up there. Takes a bite, but no dice. Takes another bite there. It's 1-2 now. On the outside quarter, called strike 3. Kearns has gone 7. 8 hits, no walks, but a home run there gives Bombers the lead. So that'll set up Tylor Jack, Rafael Maya, and Piro Garica due up for Shimakaze in the 7th. Tylor Jack leads off the 7th for Shimakaze. Tied up the game in the 9th. Looking to tie it up here as well. There's a ground ball. Herman fields it. Will he get there in time? Just in time. He gets Jack with that throw. Maya's due up here. No outs. With 1 out, rather. There's a line drive to right field. Will this get enough? And it clears the wall. Maya, that didn't take long. We are tied at 3 here. Rafael Maya with an opposite field homer. Emery tried climbing the wall but didn't get his footing, as that just barely leaves the ballpark. Piro Garica is up next. It's been awfully cold this series, as that's a 1-1 count. Throws in, and it's outside for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. Just inside, doesn't get the call. It's a 3-1 count to Garica. Ground ball to Farley. It nearly gets past him, but manages to recover for out number 2. Almanza is 0 for 2 today. And say goodbye. Oh my goodness. Opposite field home runs galore for Shimakaze as Almanza breaks the slump. He has now given Shimakaze the lead. Another opposite field dinger right there. Barely gone on top of it, as there's going to be a substitution here. In comes Casey Flowers, rather. Pitched well. Pitched well in the prior game, in game 2. As that is popped up. Gay doesn't get enough of it. And Farley catches it. But not before 2 solo shots here gives Shimakaze the lead. Heart of the order up for Bombers. Looking for a lot of damage here. As the manager of Shimakaze leaves, Curran's in for the 8th. But there's quickly 0-2 now. That's a bloop to center. It's going to drop. But Almanza couldn't get there in time. And here is Dom Farley. Struck out 3 times today. It's not going to be double play. Yes, it is. And the cold streak for Farley continues. 0-4 with 3 strikeouts and a double play. Ledesma going to try and keep Bombers alive. Way in front of that one. And curveball in the dirt. Strike 3 called. Ledesma can't believe it as he walks to the dugout incredulously, and Shimakaze leading at 4-3. Slider in there for strike 1. That is a pop-up to third base. Lewis Herman waves off Salcido. Out number 1. Noonan's up next. He pops up behind the backstop, and here is Miramontes to make the grab for out number 2. Harkins is up next. It's a fork ball down and in. Just gets the corner there for strike 1. Low and in. 3-1 now. Line drive to center field. Couldn't get enough of it as Ledesma is right there. Last chance for Bombers. Dean Linares, Lewis Herman, and Reynaldo Pitcher are due up. So there's going to be a pitching change here for Shimakaze. Here is their lights out starter turned closer, Connor Hoyle. Pitched well yesterday. Didn't allow a single run in 3 innings of a relief, as that is popped up for Maya. 1 pitch, 1 out as Hoyle waves him off. Herman is up next. Struck out twice today. Ground out the 3rd time. Still looking to break that cold streak today. Knuckle curve in there. Takes a bite, and it's 0-2. Barely misses the strike zone. It's a 1-2 count. Fools Herman there, and Shimakaze is 1 out away. But here is Reynaldo Pitcher. That's popped up to left field, climbing the wall. He catches it! Oh my goodness! What a catch by Josh Gay! This game is over! 4-3 Shimakaze. Josh Gay with the game-saving catch. Unbelievable finish for this unbelievable World Series. 2-run home run there from Miramontes. And this home run by Salcido gave Bombers the 3-2 lead. But in the 7th, that's the go-ahead home run there. And the thriller at the bottom of the 9th. Hoyle looked down. He thought he gave up the game-tying home run, but unbelievable catch there by Josh Gay. And an unbelievable way to end Game 3 of the World Series. Shimakaze leads 4-3. Shimakaze leads 2-1 on a 4-3 victory. Sal Almanza is your player of the game. Hit that solo homer in the bottom of the 7th to give Shimakaze that 4-3 lead. And that'll be it for Game 3 of this World Series. Thank you for watching.